Hey there, finally we got the score in my games. After 8 rounds draw, I unfortunately it was my opponent who scored against me. I lost my first game in this tournament. This game might be my worst game for this year, maybe. Um, like To be frank, I was thinking like maybe I shouldn't do recaps, but I know that a few loyal followers still following the tournament, so I decided to do the recap. Let's go over the game and see what happened. So e4, e6. I mean this was my main line of my opponent, but today game was early at 11:30 and. Uh, Usually it starts at 2:30, but because of some firework they started the game early and I was not ready. And I didn't really prepare. I was like, if he plays e6, I will be playing advanced and I will be seeing what he has, because in his game against Rapport he played something poorly, like rook c8, castle h6 or something like that, this nonsense. So in this game he played a normal move, and I played this position literally like maybe 100 times. Always I played knight a3 with knight c2 idea. But in this game, I decided to play knight b2. I decided to take my opponent out of his prep. So he goes knight g6, and the problem occurs here. Like, he plays knight g6, and I do not think. This is one of my problems that I cannot overcome. Seems like now I'm like, how old am I? 31. Still, this is my biggest problem. Like, sometimes, like, my opponent thought for 10 minutes. Instead of me taking a time and understanding why he played knight g6, I almost instantly played h4, which is an inaccurate move. So knight g6 in general would have been bad if h4 was working. So because my idea is simple, to push h5, kick the knight, and knight is misplaced. But the problem here, I'm gonna show it momentarily. So here what I needed to do is stop his knight f4 move with g3 and keep playing. It is a normal position. I mean, nothing great. Maybe maybe he has to play f6. Maybe f6, then h4, fe, h5. It's a typical advanced French structure. Maybe it is like a good for black. I don't know. Knight bd2 was unnecessary move. I did not know I came up with this move over the board. Um, okay, he plays knight g6. I play instantly h4. He takes d4. I take d4, and he plays knight to f4. And at least at this point, I should have felt the danger, but I did not stop. I played instantly bishop f1. The way I'm kind of pissed about my move, as if like I did not respect my opponent, who is a very strong grandmaster. Why he would play knight f4 if he didn't have a follow-up? My simple thought that he was planning to play rook c8, and I'm gonna play knight b1, knight b4. I have knight c3. I am attacking his knight, and he has to go back, and I play h5. I have a great position, and I did not feel a danger. As soon as he played queen a5, I was like, oh no. I only now I realize that I cannot play g3 because he plays knight b4. If I take f4, he plays rook c8, and there is no way to stop knight c2. And my king is getting mated, or I'm gonna lose the rook. So here, I started to spend time, and it seems like I thought like more than 20 minutes. Finally, I realized that I need to go for this position, which is almost lost for white, because my pieces are poorly located and his two bishops big advantage. So he goes bishop a4, b3, bishop b5. I played all the moves that I felt like these are forced. Queen e2, pinned. So here both of us playing well. So he goes back with queen. Maybe it was over defensive move, but it's fine. So I play h5, force him to play h6, rook h3, bringing the rook g3. And at this point, I felt like, I mean, I am pawn down, but still this position might be holdable. So I played a nice move, rook d1, simple idea that I wanna improve my knight. So he goes king b8, knight b1, knight b4, knight c3. I kick the bishop. I go rook c1, rook c8. I decided that I need to trade one pair of the rooks. So here I finally activated my knight. Knight goes to bishop f5, knight e1. I wanted to stop him playing knight d3. So here he repeated twice and went for rook c8. I played queen d2, and in this point, I think my opponent just blundered that his pawn was hanging. So with this move, he lost all his advantage. I took g7, he took, and queen e1. So now he played queen a7. At this point, I've equalized the position, and I have a 24 minutes, as you guys can see, and I'm getting, it is move 37. I'm very close to reach top move 40. So whenever I reach move 40, it means that I'm gonna get additional 30 minutes. So what do I have to do here? I always tell the students, and I don't follow. I guess I'm hoping that they will learn from my mistake. I needed to take my time and understand the position, what's happening, find the best possible continuation, and play. Actually, since I made that terrible mistake by playing fast, I played a great game while spending time. So at this point, I just needed to play queen e3. A simple move. So I am taking h6, targeting the h6 pawn. So his only move is to play rook c2. I mean, not only move, but the most logical. Then I play queen f4, the stopping queen h4. Then he should play queen b4. I go queen e3, and it seems like somewhat a repetition because he needs to defend the pawn, and you know, it's gonna be draw. So instead of spending time realizing that what's happening, I think at this point I was trying to play for a win. So I played knight c5, and he plays b6. It is a logical move. I go back. He plays another logical move, kicking the rook from active place, and plays a5. All of them are logical moves. At this point, we got... no, I'm gonna play the last move, and it will be move 40. Actually, this position, I did consider knight c5 idea for a moment. Wow, maybe I should have taken time and play this move. Although he plays rook c7. Is there anything like big here? Actually, this position is very interesting. But anyway, here again, I don't spend much time. I play queen e3. He goes rook c7. And in this position, I go another sensitive move, king h2, king b7. I think at this point, I needed again, I needed to spend the time and try to understand what's happening. Like maybe find the right way. So here I play knight c3 after some time, but maybe I should have played knight b2. So knight b2, queen b4, knight d3. Actually, I did think a little bit about this move. Bring the knight to d3. Now he cannot take b3 because of the knight. If he takes d3, queen d3, and there is no problem. So knight b2 would have been a nice move. Just developing the knight. Maybe he can play queen a3 here. Then knight a4. I should have waited. So here, I think I got, as usual, over optimistic about my position. I didn't think that there is a danger. So here probably I needed to wait. Actually, this was one of my thoughts. Queen b4, play queen e3. If bishop goes to c2, just wait with rook. This was one of my thoughts, but apparently he has this bishop d1 idea. What? Yeah, this kind of improvement he can make. Okay, I didn't see during the game. But anyway, I played terrible move here. I played knight c3, he goes queen b4. I play knight d2, and then I blundered this queen e1 move, and after queen e1, my position is terrible. So I play rook f3, he goes bishop g4, knight g3, he takes. The problem is that his pawns are faster. So here I keep playing. I didn't see that he has even a4 move, so he goes a4. I'm not gonna stop here too long, but I felt like just with knight against rook and bishop, I was putting some kind of problems in front of my opponent. I was surprised, but he found obviously the right way to crush me. So, but there was a one beautiful moment I just want to show you all. Yeah, there was nothing, nothing could be done, but I keep playing. Maybe there will be some hope. So this was my last trap for my opponent, but obviously he didn't fall. If he queen here after after f8 queen, it is just draw. But obviously he played rook f6, waited me to move the king, and game over. So what can I say about this game? At least at least I didn't make another draw, but on the other hand, this was terrible game by me. The main problem was that I did not spend time when I needed. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, uh, like this is one of my weaknesses. Sometimes it happens, and I don't know why I cannot stop myself. I mean, yeah, if I could stop myself at least close to move 40, probably I wouldn't have lost this game. I mean, I did defend very well, and I did not deserve to lose at that point. I mean, either I should have lost the game very fast, or I shouldn't have lost. well, it is disappointing. Well, anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, I will be finishing the tournament with higher notes. Take care.